Quiet on the set.
Okay, everybody, quiet on the set.
Scene 1, take 10, marker.
And action.
Joe Levison's office? No, I'm sorry, he's not in yet. May I take a message? Yes, Mr. Levy, I'll tell him to call.
Never say that. He's either in conference, in a meeting. He's always in. Now, who is that?
Larry Levy?
I hope there was nothing in the trains this morning, was there?
Well, I don't know. The mail's late.
Well, go get him. Now. I want him back here before he arrives.
Griffin, hi. Griffin, hi. Adam Simon. I know we're not supposed to meet till next week, but a lot of heat coming down on this one.
We were meeting next
week. Yeah, I just wanted to plant the seed in your head just now, just so that, you know, it could...
I'm booked up. I can't hear
just
a pitch
picture
right
this.
now.
Picture this, okay? It's a planet in the far, far future. It's a planet with 2 suns.
Who plays the sun?
No, suns. Large solar discs.
Listen, you got to run this idea by Bonnie Chereau.
Pictures they make these days are all MTV. Cut, 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 cut. The opening shot of Wells's Touch of Evil was 6.5 minutes long.
6.5 minutes, Walter?
3 or 4 anyway. He set up the whole picture with that one tracking shot. My father was key grip on that shoot.
Hey, what about Absolute Beginners, man? That was an extraordinary shot.
What the hell was that? Never heard of it.
It's Julian Temple. It's an English film.
We're in English. We're talking about American movies. Orson Welles was a master.
Pellegrino, please.
I've got Calistoga.
Hey, Buck, how are you?
Good, how you doing?
Good. What do you got for me?
Okay, here it is. The Graduate, Part 2.
Oh, good.
Now listen, the 3 principals are still with us. Dustin Hoffman, Anne Bancroft, Catherine Ross. 25 years later. And so are the characters. Ben, Elaine, and Mrs. Robinson. Ben and Elaine are married, still. They live in a big, old, spooky house up in Northern California somewhere. And Mrs. Robinson lives with them. Her aging mother, who's had a stroke.
Mrs. Robinson had a stroke?
Robinson had a stroke, so she can't talk.
It's going to be funny?
Yeah, it'll be funny.
With a
Dark
stroke?
and weird and funny and with a stroke.
Okay.
Maybe it's not a stroke. Maybe it's, I don't know what
Anyway,
it is.
go on.
It's a malady of some sort.
Okay.
She's up there in the bedroom upstairs listening to everything that happens. They've got a daughter who's just graduated
That's
from
good,
college.
that's good. Young blood.
22, 23-year-old, like a Julia
Julia
Roberts.
Roberts, right.
Excuse me.
This-
What
Yes.
did you want me to do with these scripts?
That goes to Bonnie Chereau.
Okay.
And find out from studio security how Adam Simon got on the lot. I want to
okay.
know.
Adam Simon? Okay.
Okay?
Yes, go ahead.
Julia Roberts
Yes,
comes
Julia
home,
Roberts
their
comes home.
daughter, the graduate.
Yes,
And she
the new
brings
graduate.
the new graduate.
Or the postgrad.
Griffin loved it. He just wanted me to run it by you. It's a hardy band of human survivors,
Listen,
generations
why don't you
removed from the
write this down
mothership.
for me,
They have no
okay?
history, only mythology. They've lost all their technological
I can't
knowledge. They have
process any
only
of this.
rudimentary
Why don't you write it
mathematical
down?
skills.
Write it down for me. I
It's
write
not
it
about
down.
words, it's about pictures. You gotta visualize. Man.
Jimmy? Jimmy, are you okay? What happened?
Kid,
25
kid.
miles or less?
Are you all right?
I'd say my name is Jimmy Chase.
All right, over there.
He just came out of nowhere.
Take it slow. Take it slow.
It's okay. Hey, that's Adam Simon.
How you doing, kid? I was just having. I was just talking.
All right.
Yeah, it was good.
Rebecca De Mornay. Actually, you're much better looking.
No, I'm not Rebecca De
Jed
Mornay.
Ringer.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Hey, do you know where Joel Levinson's office is?
The Mr. Levinson, head of the
We're the
studio.
end of you guys, but it's quite moving. It'll rip your heart out. In fact, this is the area right here where we make a lot of decisions to give a green light to a picture like that. Right here. We're going to go about 17 stories high if we can. We're going to continue using all the Sony products. Domo arigato to the Sony products, really. In fact, if you need someone to eat some sashimi with you, you can give me a ring because here's the medicine right here.
I know that you're just seeing it.
Traffic to Malibu was impossible.
Morning, Joe.
Sandy, park the car, please. Morning, Marty. Annie.
Hi. So,
Jabs
what's
doing
all this
here?
talk going around here about heads will roll?
The bank's putting screws to us. Herbert Goldman's son's coming out from Boston. I don't like it.
Reggie Goldman's a pipsqueak. Can't be serious.
You know, some changes are going on around here. It's always the way. Happened at Paramount 3 years ago. Columbia's going through it now. I hear we're looking to replace Griffin.
Griffin? I don't believe it. With who?
Burr, Kirkpatrick, maybe Larry Levy.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I want to know why the security's so lax, that's why. Well, I'll talk to you about it later. I'm in the middle of the pitch. Okay. Listen.
Yeah, okay.
Go ahead.
Okay. It's a TV star, and she goes on
Like a
safari to
Donna
Africa.
Mills
You're talking about a
and she
TV
gets-
star in a motion picture?
No,
made
No,
a
not a
motion
real
picture?
TV star. It would be played by a movie star.
A movie star playing a
Goldie,
television star
Julia,
in a
Julia
motion
Roberts
picture.
would be good.
Bette,
Dolly Parton
Lily,
would be good.
Right.
Dolly.
You know,
Yeah.
I like Goldie. I like
Goldie,
Goldie.
Okay,
great, 'cause
Goldie
we have a
goes to
relationship,
Africa.
and that would be
Goldie
great.
goes
Goldie
to
goes to
Africa.
Africa.
Goldie goes to
She
Africa.
becomes
She gets
worshipped.
worship.
Well, she's found by this tribe.
Yes.
Small people. But then she has
She's
to
found
go
by
back
this
to her
tribe,
life.
and they worship her. But
So,
then,
And
oh, I
okay,
see. It's kind of
it's
like a
out of-
Gods Must Be Crazy, except the Coke bottle's now a television actress.
yeah, it's exactly right. It's Out of Africa meets Pretty Woman,
Well,
and she
but you
has
know
to
what?
decide whether
You know
to
what
stay
you
with the
could
TV
do?
show or save
It
this
could be
entire
a
African
man.
tribe.
It could be
Hey, where's Griffin Mills?
Right here. Hey, you're Martin Scorsese.
Oh, but I know Harvey Keitel.
I know you do. Hey, I loved Cape Fear.
My old man worked for Hitchcock, too. Wrote it. It's a masterpiece. The story wasn't any good. He shot the whole thing without cuts. I hate all this cut.
Oh, yeah? Well, what about Bertolucci, that great track he shot with Winger in Sheltering Sky?
That's it. Touch of Eden. That was, well,
Yes, it's 8 o'clock. Honest, I have. Commissary, Whitney, I stuck my neck out for you to get this job. Who are you with?
I was there with
Alan Rudolph. What were you doing with Alan Rudolph?
Well, no, he asked me to have coffee, and he was telling me this idea he had. So what am I
Whitney,
going to
you're my
say?
assistant. You don't get involved with writers.
But I wasn't getting involved. I was just listening to this amazing idea he had.
Well,
I
that's
told him
interesting.
you
Well,
give it to you.
what's your pitch?
It's the best. Well, is political scare you?
Political doesn't scare me. Radical political scares me.
This is
Political scares me.
Politely, politically radical, but
Is it
it's
funny?
It's funny. It's
It's a funny political thing.
It's a funny, it's a thriller too.
It's a thriller.
And it's all at once.
So, what's the story?
Well, I want Bruce Willis.
Mm-hmm.
I think I can talk to him. It's a story about a senator, a bad guy senator at first. And he's traveling around the country on the country's dime, you know, like that Sununu guy used to.
I see. So, sort of a cynical political thriller comedy.
Yeah, but it's got a heart in the right spot. And anyway, he has an accident.
An
And he
accident.
yeah, and he becomes clairvoyant, like a psychic.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
So it's kind of a psychic political thriller comedy with a heart.
With a heart. And not unlike Ghost meets Manchurian Candidate.
Go on, I'm listening.
Anyway, he can start to read people's minds, and when he gets to the president's mind, it's completely blank. Completely blank.
Can I get you anything?
I'd like a beer, please.
We don't have beer.
Oh, okay, wine, red wine, please. Of course, if someone gets killed at the end, they always do in political thrillers.
Griffin Mills' office.